Hello everyone, it's Mindy. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. So they did it to me again, you guys. There's another Chuck Pinson. You know me, I've been trying to not buy diamond paintings this year in 2025, and they've gotten me twice already with a Chuck Pinson. Anyhow, this one is called Wild Africa. If you recall, when Chuck was on the channel in the fall, this is one that he talked about. I will do my best to get that clip from the live and put it in here so that we can hear his thoughts and his commentary on the painting itself. It's a little tricky to do, but I'm going to work on it and see if I can get it out of there, get it extracted so that I can put it in this video. If it's not there, I apologize. I'm trying my best, okay? But I'm going to work on it. All right, let's get into it. This is, of course, our 93 by 70 size, square drills. Let's get into it, and let's see how pretty this is as a diamond painting. I've seen it as a painting, you know, but I have not seen it yet in diamond painting form. So let's break into it. Here we go. All kinds of things on the box, how to diamond paint, tips, tricks, etc., pictures, all on the box. We know what the box looks like now, don't we? Yes, we do. We know what it looks like. All right, so let's get this out of here and let's take a peek. Oh, yes, they're always difficult to get out. There's a lot in here with these big ones. I'm telling you. They're stuffed. Okay, here we go. Here we go. The painting out. Do I have a card? Oh, no card in this one. Oh, no card. Okay. Yeah, not all of them come with cards, they say. You know, the treasure quest cards or whatnot. All right, so here's our little pamphlet with our stickers and stuff in it. And here is our toolkit. Let's look at our toolkit first. All right, so here is our tray. Has a stopper, has the lid that slides off. What do we get inside? We get some more putty. We get a 7-placer, a little bit of wax. Our lid slides on. These are stackable. They do stack on top of each other. They're a nice, hefty tray, like those. All right. Somebody had told me the pens are changing. I don't know if they're changing or not, but they said that they're going to start putting white wax in the pens and not the putty. They just recently switched to putting the brass tip in these push-up kind of pens, but I don't know. Well, we shall see. I'm liking the putty, so I'm glad I have a lot of extra putty. As long as my pens hold up and they don't crack, I can refill them. Okay, so there's that. All right. Let's look in our little envelope here. Oh, the card's inside. Well, that's a nifty idea. You know, it's a perfect holder for your stickers and your card. All this information here, again, how to diamond paint, things about their Facebook group, their app. I have a code. If you've never purchased from Diamond Art Club, it is 10 off Mindy. It saves you $10 off your first purchase. All right, so Wild Africa. Now this is separate. This will peel separate. These are all separate. The Diamond Art Club is separate. The diamond is separate. They will all peel off so that you can put them in a logbook however you would like. And here is the picture. You can put your start and end date here. Look how pretty that is. Now, I'm not going to spoil the whole thing, but I do recall him talking about wanting to try his hand at different types of animals. This was how he did it. All right, so how many colors? 56 colors. These are individually cut. They peel right off here. You can put them on your containers as you kit up. All of our special drills are now at the end. ABs and fairy dust, crystals, anything special is now at the end. ABs now go by their DMC code. So we have 1 AB, 3078, and 4 fairy dust. There they are. All right. And my little treasure quest card. It's a bronze again. I have a bunch of bronze. Anyhow, there's the card. Okay. Let's get into it. Find our sticky part. That's the tricky part sometimes, finding where the bag is stuck. So we undo it. Okay. It's a heavy one. Of course it's heavy. It's a big boy, right? Got their soft back canvas, self-flattening, the pinked edges, all right? We're gonna roll this backwards, get everything out of the inside. It will lay flat pretty quickly on its own. This just makes it a little bit easier, and it's my way of getting everything out of the inside. I know, we gotta roll and roll and roll and roll. Oh, all right, here's our drills. Here they are. Wild Africa right there. Look at all that green, 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 green. Some very pretty colors in there. Ooh, look at that. Very pretty colors. Okay, we'll look at those in just a minute. Let's roll our canvas out. I see I have pink on the perforations here for the perforated plastic, but I don't think it's going to be on the canvas. No, I think we're good. Look at the meerkat. Look at them. Aren't they cute? Look at their drill field first. Nice, 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 nice. Love it. So we got meerkat, some sort of deer, maybe rhinos, giraffes. There's a little jeep, little huts out back. Here's our legend on one side. Flamingos. There's, oh my gosh, so many animals here. Look at, we have a jaguar up in the tree. Love it. Elephants. Some more flamingo over here. Some birds, an ostrich probably there. This is like a, I don't know. I kind of look at this as like maybe it was a preserve, you know, an African preserve. And like maybe this is like where the people stay, or I don't know. That's just my take on it. But isn't that cool? We got reflections in the water. That's always interesting to have reflections in the water. But look at everything in there. So many animals. There's some birds flying through here. They're kind of hard to see right now, but I can see their orange beaks and their feet. There's a couple flying through here. We've got some sort of a parrot there in the tree. We have more birds flying through up there and over here flying through, just birds flying through. Then, of course, we have a bunch of animals out back here in the, is this a warthog? I think this looks like a warthog to me. That's definitely an ostrich or an emu, but that, I think it's a warthog. Then we got a little butterfly right there. There's like all kinds of animals here. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. And like I said, I remember him saying, yep, no pink on our canvas. Nice and sticky though. Our information down here for our licensing and our size, legends, both sides, all that. It was a good way for him to learn how to paint some different types of animals, you know. He's done a lot of deer and different types of animals, but the African animals, that was something new. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Another little bird here, I think. I love it. I love it. It's cool.
And final painting of the night is something different than I've ever done. And
you know, at first it reminded me like of Noah's Ark. I don't know why, it just did.
I think it has that feel for sure. Yeah. I think it has that feel. Yeah, so I wanted to do something that was a sort of a tribute to Africa. I went to Africa when I was, let's see, I think I was going into my senior year of college in 2000, and I did an internship with a missionary family who lived in Botswana. And so I went there for about 2 months, and I lived with the family, and then went out. Part of the assignment was live in the village. There's a village over here where I can zoom in on, maybe. Live in the village and
cheap even.
Eat whatever the locals are eating. You know, live their life. What are they going to do for the day? Whatever work they were doing. So we would go out and gather wood, chop some wood. We would do some hoe in the garden and planting some plants and things like that. They would have me do, and just go around and see how they live their life. And um, the language barrier was difficult, but it was such a learning experience. But my wife grew up actually in Kenya. Her parents were missionaries there in Kenya.
Oh,
And so she went to a place called Masai Mara, which is a game park. Now, when I was in Botswana, I went to a different game park for a week with a couple of missionary families. And when you go out there, if you ever go on a safari in some of these game parks, if you stay there, and it's not like you're staying in the resort place. We were not staying in the resort place. We just went out there, and there's a chain link fence, and it's about 3 feet high, 4 feet high. You just set up your tent inside this fence, and you're just camping there for however many days you decide. Well, there's elephants that walk by, and there's, if you're lucky, you usually won't see a lion unless you go out early and drive around. But the guy that was the game park guide at the time told us when we pulled in, he was like, well, 2 weeks ago, a pride of lions had a kill out here with an antelope or an impala or whatever it was. And they were munching on it for quite a few days. So, you don't sleep quite as well at night when you hear that. But, I guess the animals are happy to be out there. So I wanted to paint a lot of animals from Africa. And I wanted to more capture a scene from there and pull in some of the different, okay, what would a dwelling, what would a house look like from there? Get an African village. The yellow Land Cruiser is a tribute to my wife's family, because when they were in Kenya for 14 years, they had a yellow Land Cruiser, and I put their shadows sort of in the Jeep here in the Land Cruiser. And so that's something fun to do, is just put something from their history in there. But I think about it like Noah's Ark, that animals all coming together kind of idea.
yeah.
Maybe it's almost like Garden of Eden type thing, animals getting along. And
yeah, because some of those animals would be trying to eat each other.
Yes, yeah, you wouldn't see them all together. It's definitely a different kind of thing than that I normally paint, or you would see all this stuff together. But I wanted to pull it together, and this mountain is sort of loosely based on Mount Kilimanjaro. That's on Uganda Kenya border, I think, or somewhere pretty close. But yeah, just all of the different things you would see on the maybe Serengeti Plain or that kind of area. I liked the idea of the leopard up here on the tree.
Yeah, when you were zoomed in on the village back there, I saw the tail hanging down out of the tree, and at first I was like, "Is that a snake?" Oh no, it's the tail. That's a cool cat, though.
Yeah, just kind of looking out. What maybe he's thinking about the next meal. Who knows?
He probably is.
But these giraffes, it was a lot more challenging than I realized. This painting actually took me double the amount of time another painting would. And so that kind of deters me from wanting to do anything again like this. But it was interesting to paint. It was fun to paint some of these animals I've never painted before, and it took a lot of study of what did they actually look like, where do their spots. Yeah, and that these spots are just a nightmare to paint. All a bunch of giraffes, and getting all the little, the lines in between the spots and all that.
Was the giraffe the hardest?
I think personally, I would have to say these zebras, for some odd reason, I think it's the way the light hits them. I was trying to get the warm light on the top of them, and then
so they have some yellowish color on the top.
And then I'm actually put some blue in like what you would think of as white, because I'm not actually painting any of it as white. You think of it as white, but none of it is actually white.
Right.
So this is kind of like blue on the shadow side, and there's some purple in this one at the bottom, and this camera doesn't pick it up that well.
I can see some of the blue.
But so getting the different colors and then getting them so finely in there where they would go, that was, I don't know, it took me quite a long time. And just,
And then again in the water.
yes, yeah, the reflections were a bit of a nightmare in terms of the zebra stripes. Well, you want them to look a little bit wavy, because
Mm-hmm.
wavy, you're going to have just the water ripples, but then keeping their stripes where they should go. Wow. Uh, don't try to match them up. That's all I can say is they're probably don't match up exactly.
Don't try to match his stripes to the one up there. No, they're not the same. No.
But you get the overall effect. The hippo is hiding in there. Hippos are kind of going over there, and then I think about someone living over
I didn't
here.
even notice them in the water at first.
Yeah, so there's the warthog. Now, I will mention. So my daughter is in third grade, and she loves drama, and that's been her thing for the last couple of years. And so they're going to do Lion King
Oh,
here, and so she's been working so hard on her auditions, and she was trying for Simba, young Simba, the lion from Lion King, and she just found out last night that she got the part of it's one of the main parts in the play, so she's just over the moon. So
nice.
this painting's kind of fitting, I guess, for that story. Thought I'd mention that.
That's perfect. Talk about a cool thing. The Lion King, the musical, the costuming and stuff is just amazing for that. It's just, wow.
Yeah, my brother told. Well, we got together for a family thing up in the mountains a couple weeks ago. It was my dad's 80th birthday. We got together, and I've got two brothers, and one came from Virginia and the other came from Arizona, and we just got there to celebrate my dad making it to 80.
Nice.
But my brother would kind of tease and say, "Oh well," to my daughter, "Well, don't worry, your dad will take you to see him. Just tell him he'll take you to see a Broadway play anytime you want. Just tell him, yeah, he'll just take you." So she would love to go see Lion King on Broadway.
Oh yeah, it's something else. I saw it on Broadway. It's wow. It's wow.
I don't want to look at the price of the tickets though. So.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
But maybe one of these days.
Yeah, I'm sure. It would be amazing. She would love it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that one is beautiful. Like I said, I saw it and it was just like Noah's Ark to me. All the animals were there, and it was just and yeah, it's gorgeous.
And then different up front here. I'll show you. I put in researching just some different birds that live in the air. It's amazing, like just birds we wouldn't be familiar with, colors and all that. Yeah, it's interesting how there's all these just different types of birds, and then.
Yeah, that's fascinating how much research you do to figure out some of these things,
It's a lot. It's definitely a lot especially for a painting like this, where I'm not even sure, what all lives in this space, or what can I put all together in here. And there's just so many different animals, but then, just figuring out what do I want to put in there, what do I not want to put in there, and,
right.
But the research time, I think that's something people underestimate in terms of, you think, well, how much time did you spend painting this? Well, it wasn't just the time you spend painting it. It's all the time you spend looking at all the different animals that would go in there, and where would they go, and how do you paint them with the light coming from the right direction, because that's not something that's always easy to determine. You can find a picture of an elephant online, right? But having the light hit the elephant the right way and the way that you want it, that's something like, well, I'm not so familiar with elephants to know exactly. So sometimes it's a little bit of guesswork. Like, seems like the light would come around this way, seems like the light would hit it back there, and and trying to get some of the texture of the feathers for the birds and things like that. So it's definitely a learning experience. Everything you try like this, it's a learning experience. And so I learned so much from painting this. And if you challenge yourself in whatever you're doing, then you're going to learn something. You're going to get better. You might get frustrated, but you'll come out and you'll be 1% better. You'll be 2% better.
So if you were asked again to like paint something with a giraffe in it again, next time it would be maybe a little easier, or?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's always better. It's always easier the next times around. And you say, well, was this like your first time painting them? Well, I painted over. I didn't exactly paint over them, but I had to go back many times to fix things, on these than I would if I'm painting a deer, because I painted so many deer.
Yeah.
And I painted, so many trees before and so many different other things that it's more second nature to paint those things. So yeah, so there's always that challenge.
And here you're getting different types of trees and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Did you paint any of those animals before?
Any of these before? Well, in terms of birds, a lot of birds are basically designed the same way in terms of, they're not that, it's more the coloring that's different. So that was pretty much the same. What else was the same? I mean,
are those like little antelope or something? They're similar to deer, but
yeah. These, and I can't remember all the names. Which one's an antelope? Which one's an impala?
I don't know what those are.
One of these back here is a springbok, I believe, and I'm not sure if it's this one or where am I looking? Yeah, that one with the horns is possibly a springbok, and then that's maybe the water buffalo. It's been a while. I used to, when I was painting it, I could probably tell you all the names.
Yeah.
And
you're looking them up, right?
It's been a while since I painted this one.
Do you have an ostrich in there?
Ostrich. I think so. Yeah, right over here. Yeah, got the ostrich right there, and another one right here.
Oh yeah, there is another one back there. They're ready to go into the house for dinner or something.
Right. Yeah, I'd imagine it'd be quite wild living there, staying there with. Coming in for dinner time. The baboons over here on the side.
Yeah.
But champagne's on ice though, so it's
there you go.
Everybody's happy.
Gotta have our beverages.
So, yeah, and I wanted to. When I think about Africa, I think about red sky sunsets for some reason, and I'm not sure if it's just from seeing it on movie or somewhere, but I just think about red sky being across the plain for the evening. So I wanted to pull that in too.
Yeah, there's a rhino in there.
Yeah, rhino and a baby rhino.
Yeah. So it's like a rhino. I know. This is one of those paintings you could look at for a long time and find other things in it. For sure.
Yeah, and I think this one probably makes a good. I was thinking this will make a good puzzle. People have fun finding all the pieces that go together and all of that, and
all your giraffe pieces and your zebra pieces, and yeah,
exactly. So
that
was kind of that's the idea, and I don't know how much of this will translate for the diamond art, but if that interests you, then maybe you put in what you want, and I don't know. Hopefully it will turn out looking good.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, right? Totally back to Africa, wild Africa. All right, let's look at drills. Get them out of here. And I'll zoom you in so that we can see them. All right, here we go. What I've been trying to do is set any special drills aside so I can show them to you again when we start to look for them. Pretty purple, bright orange, Here's some of those greens. 2 3011, 2 469s, 3 brown 801, 2 935 green, couple of grays, some more greens. 936 has 4, 434 1, unless there's more. Nothing special in that one yet. Okay, set that aside. 3862 is a brown. There's 3 of those. Another pretty purple. Some more brown. 3772, 977. A twist on me. Another gray. Another green. Ooh, look at that pretty orange. 2 721. Those are pretty. Oh, look at the fairy dust there. Whoa, 2 bags of 350. It's like a orangish red. Orangish red. Where's that going to go? Okay, I'm seeing it pop up different places now. And another gray. All right, let me set that aside. Remember that pretty orangey red color. That's beautiful. Creamy color. A couple more browns. 3822, a pretty yellow. Oh, here's another fairy dust. 2 bags of that one as well. All right, that's a pretty blue. That's a cornflower blue in my opinion. So we got 2 bags of that. More peachy colors, more browns and grays. And look at that. Every single one of these fairy dust, it looks like, are going to have 2 bags. Look at that. 2 bags of the green as well. All right, so we've got green, and we've got blue, and we've got red. There's 4, right? Wonder what the other one is. Another green, another pretty blue. Oh, a little bit of orange. That's our other fairy dust, and there's our AB, which is a light, pretty yellow. So there's all the specials. More browns. These are getting pinkish color. The rust colors. All right, so let me find those again. Save those out. Okay, let's start with the pretty yellow AB since it's right here in my hand. The pretty yellow AB is, it's a line with 2 dots on either side. A line and 2 dots. All right, and it's an AB. So where do I think it would be? Okay, it's right here in the water. There's a lot of it in the water. Now you have to look at it carefully. I'll bring you up close because at first I looked at it and it did not look like it was a line with 2 dots on either side. It looked more like a plus, but it's not. I'll show it to you. Let me show you up close here. All right, it looks like a plus sign, but I believe it's really a line with the 2 dots on either side of it. I don't even know if there is anything with a plus. I would hope not, but you never know. Nope, I don't think so. Okay, so it's down here in the water for sure. Where else? Where else do we think it might be? I'm thinking, yep, right up here. All of this light yellow part there. I'm so sorry. Let me zoom you back out. All of this light yellow in through here between the trees is that fairy dust. And I think that's it. There is quite a bit of it though running through this water. So that's gonna use up a lot of those drills. There's a few right there on that rooftop. Just a few, like 12. All right. So next to that, we had the pretty orange. Remember that pretty orange? 742 is really a beautiful orange. So it's the spade. And I'm seeing it in the window areas. Like there's a few around this one and in here and in here. You following me? It's on the back of this flamingo and on the top of the flamingo's head. We continue through here, through here, through here. Got hair on it already. Goodness gracious. How did I get it underneath and in the glue though? That's a good question, right? Okay, so yeah, it just kind of comes across like, well, not that one. This one, it was across their back. Let's see. What do we have over here? No, not on the deer. Not on the giraffe. Looking for the spade. The spade, the spade. Okay. We got a lot of it up here. So way up here in some of these clouds, and definitely around some of these clouds over there, we get that pretty orange color. All right, next we have the pretty blue. Let's look for that pretty cornflower blue color. It is the it's an arrow. It's an arrow that's going like this. It's down here in the water for sure. Lines in the water. And down here where you see blue in here, we have it down in here. Let's see, where else? I'm thinking in here, but nope. I thought it might be in here, but it's not. There's 2 bags of it though. There's more through here. All of this blue through here gets a bunch. Let's go up higher. There's some here, through here. Oh my goodness. No, those are diamonds. I just saw some. Where are they? Oh, they're right here. There's more in the sky as well. So that's what we're looking for the blue fairy dust. All right. Then we had, there's another one in here, green, correct? Yep, pretty green, this color right here. And that one is a square, all right, just a square. So that one shows up really well. It's peppered throughout this greenery and these plants down here, more over here, through here. Oh goodness, how about all the way up here? What do we think? Yep, peppered throughout the trees, just peppered throughout those trees. Not all the trees, but these darker trees, not the light ones up here, but these darker ones. And then that continues through this little bush and these trees up there all have some of that green fairy dust. The last one was the pretty red, the orangish red, this color here. Remember that one? And that is, it's a dash going that way. All right. Now, look, it's all in the flamingos. Flamingos. Yeah, flamingos? Yeah, that's what they are, flamingos. It's all in those flamingos. See, there's some more of the green, the squares. It's throughout these windows here. It's in these flamingos, not in the deer, but there's some there, and there's some here in these flowers. Now, let's look up top. See all of the dashes? Dash, 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 dash. All of this is that pretty, pretty red. Through here, that whole thing, that, all of that. Very pretty. There's lots of pretty, sparkly, shimmery drills in this. It's going to be beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful. I hope you join us for the Chuck Along in March. I mean, this would be a beautiful one to do. And I'm thinking of doing an extension into April of just landscapes. So if you need to finish your Chuck Pinson, if you don't quite get it finished in March, you could finish in April. So it's gorgeous. Let me know your thoughts. I think it's absolutely beautiful. This one's super colorful. So many pretty colors. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. And let me know your thoughts. Please hit the like button because it's very helpful for creators. It helps YouTube know that you enjoy this content and they will show it to more people. And, subscribe because that's always helpful. Share videos. We appreciate all those things that you do for us as creators. It's all so helpful. So thanks so much, everybody. And I hope you're having a great day. And I will see everyone very soon. Bye, everyone.